What do you know? If it isn't my good people in the world setting up my little camera right there, you know what I'm saying? Get the little keyboard ready. Crank up that volume. I haven't been on YouTube Live in a minute. I figured I'd hop on here. Um, what's up, Rita? Little cutie pie, Rita. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Haven't been playing today. I need to practice. I hate that I have to touch the screen to see who's here. Kim. What's up, Kim? My friends. Hope you guys have been enjoying the videos I've been uploading. I got a bunch of new software I have on my computer and a new computer, and I've just been creating anything I can without thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just making stuff, and I've been trying to make stuff based around what's going on in the world. Like a lot of it has been the like Juicy Smollett and the R. Kelly stuff. Yeah, they're really cool. Thanks. Um, so I'm just trying to stay creative and create stuff. So that's what I've been doing. And I noticed that I get more people to see my stuff when it has to do with the current events that are happening in the world and what's trending. You know what I'm saying? Any new song? I always have new songs. I got a gang of them. But I'm working on a few things as far as new music goes with some awesome people. And I've learned from the past not to speak on anything until it actually starts happening and becomes something, and then it's awesome. But I do have new songs. Um, um, and a lot of the songs that I have that are old songs to me are new songs to you too. So there's always songs. Hey Trevor, I'm the Baymax. This from Instagram. I'm a huge fan. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you for the support and the comments and likes and shares and the messages I get from you guys. It really keeps me going. Like to get feedback from you guys, and I love that you guys are able to be honest with me. And I often get messages from people that are going through certain things, and it's no problem at all for me to share with you guys how I've overcame certain things in my life so that I can share that, because I think that when we learn something for ourselves, and I'm always going to be a student to life and learn something all the time, but I love to be able to share and help people when they feel lost or whatever, because I know that as an artist and a musician and stuff, I want to make sure I give back and do the things that are like the most important thing, because life isn't just about me stepping into the spotlight and absorbing attention. As you know, I put my craft and my artistry and creation in the forefront of what I why that's why I do what I do, and that's important to me, to be able to share that and inspire other people and help people along the way. And I know people can look up to me because I make those things, and I know that I'm pretty good at making music and stuff like that. And sometimes people are intimidated by that or whatever. But I just want you to know, like, it's always all good to just be authentic and be real and not be in your head about how things are perceived, because I know people message me and they're like, wow, I can't believe you responded to me, and I'm like, well, yeah, of course I responded to you. You're like, you know messaging me and showing me love, and I know that some people think that it's not cool to do that, which I don't understand, because people are people and they got to just be real and be cool. And if it's like, I get it, if you're too busy to respond, you're too busy to respond. But if I can see the message, it takes 2 seconds to say thank you, or like send a heart, or like a smiley face, or whatever, to acknowledge somebody. So yeah. Step right up. I was playing. Do you guys know what game this is from? Let's see if I don't mess it up. Who knows what that's from? I miss your music. Love it still. A. Thank you. T eraser. T eraser. I erase only the letter T, and that's me. I'm Trevor. My name starts with T, and you're gonna erase me. I get it. I see how you roll. Oh, I appreciate it, Kim. Thank you for the love. I gotta check and see these comments. Dude, you need to make more music if you're not going to already. Of course, man. Hey, check out this track. I played it on my Instagram live, but I started this track. And I was thinking maybe this could be another Trev's Creative Challenge, where I create something and I put it out in the universe, and hopefully somebody else wants to create with it, like either a song or a dance, or someone even did once where they drew a picture while the song was playing. Like, I don't know, I don't care, just create something with what I do. But here's this little track I started. Chillin' at the house. Nonsense coming out my mouth. Was never in Boy Scouts. But yeah, that's the track I started. It's just a loop. What time is it over there? Shout out to my sister Kyle. Or is it Kylie? Sounds hilarious. listen to. Everything you do, you light the spark in my mood, taking me to places I have never been. Beautiful, won't you just let me in your world? I can taste the words on my tongue. Your name might be the one word I never run away from. I wanna shout, let me in your world, pretty miss. There's an innocence I can't resist, can't dismiss. So I wrote you a song, and it goes like this, goes like this, goes like this. La 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 la. That ass though. La 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 la. That ass though. That ass though. Love is the answer to find. Anywhere you go, everywhere you go, love can heal all of mankind. It don't matter where you are, someone out there's where you are. You might just be a shooting star, so be a bright light in the dark. Never say never. One with the universe, life cannot be rehearsed. Put your hands down in the dirt, only love can save the earth, and that is forever. What does the future hold? It's all mathematical. 1 plus 1. That's just a little idea, little song. I'm gonna read your little comments on here. Hey, I appreciate it, and I'm working to figure out ways of delivering these songs in the best way possible. You know, press 1 if it's 3:47 a.m. Queen Butterfly, what's cracking? Some cuties in the house today. Boom, T Eraser. Sounds like I don't know, a video game character or something, or like a Slim Jim's cousin. Go T Eraser, go T Eraser. T Eraser, T Eraser, go. It's like an 80s commercial. In stores now, and the kid's like, Mom, I want that. Dad, I want the T-Racer. Sorry, if you haven't noticed that, I haven't grown up yet. I don't know if I ever will. You know? I think growing up, the biggest part about growing up is overcoming emotions. That's, you know, especially as a man. I don't want to be somebody who's controlled by how I feel. Oh, I don't feel like it. Or, well, this person looked at me this way and that made me feel like this. You know, I'll always be a young child at heart. And I think the children often say the truth. You know, they don't get in their thoughts about it. Well, this might offend them or whatever. It's like, yeah, we want to be courteous and compassionate. I get it. But a lot of things in life these days, it seems like people are afraid to just speak who they want to, who they are, you know? And I notice on Instagram, like, I've seen a lot of posts where girls will, like, don't get me wrong, I like seeing a hot girl with no clothes on. I mean, of course. But when there's a caption underneath it that says, like, I'm not afraid what people think. Be free. And they associate their freedom, and I made a post about this. They associate their freedom with being naked. But the reality is that you should be naked with your mind and with your voice. Be able to say what you want to say, you know, and don't be afraid to speak on what you see as true. Because that's the only way we can grow is when we're wrong. People can just speak up and be like, no, you're wrong. Here's where you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're wrong, you're wrong. When you're right, you're right. But I think what people resonate with, and I only say that because what I resonate with is, at the end of the day, I don't care when people are right or wrong. I don't care. I care about them being honest. And if their honesty is wrong, like, you know, they're saying something wrong, then they're going to have the humility to be able to go, oh, you're right. You know, I was wrong, you know. But when you're too afraid to speak your mind and just be genuine and honest about what it is and the way you see things, then you'll never grow. And so, yeah, I don't know where I'm going on this tangent. But for the record, you know, being naked, although can be amazing, it doesn't make you free. It's actually an expression you're making because you're not free in your mind and you are so frustrated that you just want to feel free. And so you're like, oh, I'll post it. I'm going to post this picture of my asshole. But the reality is you're not really free, you know, and you want to just be able to speak your mind without fear. And that's it. Um, and then, you know, if you can do that, then sure, post your naked pictures. But it's just about the caption underneath. Like, don't try to win my heart by making me think that you're free in your mind because you're naked. You're not. I actually see right through you. Literally. You're transparent because I can see everything. Please, I'll shut up and play Chivalry is Dead. Shut up, monkey. Play Chivalry is Dead. You know what we came here for. Aren't you guys sick of hearing me play that song? Jeez, I need to put out some new songs so you guys can like those. But I mean, hopefully they'll, you know, Chivalry is Dead got a lot of streams and a lot of plays, and there was a magic moment in when that song came out. And I hope all my songs can get that attention, you know, where people can celebrate it, because I've put out songs and I never thought Chivalry is Dead was going to be the one to, like, do what it did. It's pretty insane. Chivalry is gold. Well, I appreciate it. Everything else is silver. Chivalry is Dead is gold. Don't play that silver and bronze crap. Give us the gold. Well, hopefully this new music I put out, I mean, it's all about the context and the platform, you know, because Ian Eastwood put it out and he had this big following and it hit in this perfect time. People received it. You know what I'm saying? They were able to receive it. But if I know for sure, if I put out Chivalry is Dead on my own, because in the past I'd put out music and it wouldn't get any love. But because it happened that way, people loved it. So it's all the context and how it's received, because it is important. Sad but true, it's important how people receive things. Because most people don't think for themselves. So most people don't hear something and go, I genuinely like that. They need somebody to tell them that they should like it. Or they need to see it in a way that's cool, that makes them go, oh yeah, that's cool. Otherwise, you know, sad but true. And I've been around long enough to tell you it's true. And a lot of the people, too, that the musicians and friends that I have had, or so-called friends, acquaintances, that I assume are friends just because I appreciate their talent, you know. And you go, oh, you're like me, we're friends. But reality is it's not always the case because you know a lot of people didn't show support online, like you know, and the only way to make things, people's careers in music or anything happen is when they get support and people share it and show their friends and do those things. But I never really got that around town, like you know, like a little bit here and there, but it was always weak. And then when Chivalry is Dead like went up and blew up, everybody started posting it. Like I knew you could do it, and check out this song, it's really dope. And I'm like, well, when I uploaded other songs before this, you didn't do that. But because it's getting millions of streams and millions of plays, now you want to act like you want to celebrate it. I saw a quote once, and it said, um, "People will only celebrate you when strangers do, or your friends won't celebrate you until strangers do. And then when the strangers celebrate you, then they're like, hey, wait a second. Why do these comments disappear? And I have to keep tapping the screen. Thank you, Rita. Wavy. I did that with my friend. A couple friends. Meter Mob. We need another love song. I appreciate you guys. Damn, I've already been on here 21 minutes. It doesn't feel like that. Time doesn't exist when you're just chatting. Yeah, I want to have a loyal relationship with my fans and friends and supporters and people online because you know, my heart and soul is in creating, and why not share it with people that appreciate it and can appreciate me and see my heart and that I'm genuine, you know? I've tried the other way where you're like, oh, someone's going to discover me and I'm going to make it in the industry. I'm like, I'm over it. I don't care. I just want to be able to make my creations and share it. That's it. I appreciate your talent and voice because these are gifts for me. I appreciate you. Thank you. You are loyal fans. You're here right now. I can't sleep. Is there a chance you sing a lullaby for us? Okay, ready? Go to sleep, sleep, go to sleep. I didn't play. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep, little Samantha. Man, I butchered that. I'm sorry. It's horrible. Don't do this, kids. I'm addicted to the nicotine, but I haven't smoked weed. I don't smoke weed anymore. I used to smoke weed every day, but I don't do that anymore. This is the only addiction I have is this little nicotine. I grew up in a house full of cigarettes. My parents would smoke in bed. And I think my mom smoked when she was pregnant too. I was born addicted to nicotine, so it's pretty crazy. Nicotine is like, do you eat it though? I'm not opposed. I haven't touched weed. I still appreciate it. I'm not like a hater. Like I love the smell of weed. It's a very interesting plant. I was obsessed with it for the longest time. The scientifics of it, of being able to like there's no other plant like weed. Like no plant is like weed. And it's not even a weed, it's a flower. They just call it weed because a weed is an unwanted plant. And back in the day, you know, it was an unwanted plant. And but I believe that God has made every seed-bearing plant on this earth useful to us human beings. Does anyone else think the smell of cigarettes is hella nice? No. Cigarette smells horrible. Horrible. I remember I went out to this bar like the other night, and this guy was like super drunk, and he was talking to me, and he was kept getting closer and closer, and he was smoking, and he kept getting closer and closer until I was like backed against the wall, and I was like, bro, can I get a little space? I said, what I say? This is my line I always say in these situations. I was like, hey, I know you're into Instagram and Facebook, but right now I need MySpace. But I got home, and my clothes were just like, they reeked of cigarettes. My clothes were like, They smelled horrible. It smelled like chimney. And then I realized that's what I smell like my whole life. When I leave the house, all my clothes, I smell like. But my friends would always tell me like, "You smell like cigarettes, smoke cigarettes. You smell like smoke." And I'd be like, "No, I don't," because I couldn't tell. My nose was ruined. It does. I'm switching from smoking to all edibles or CBD or aches and pains. But like weed smoke smells good, but it does still smell different when you smoke it somewhere and then you step into a room, like especially like blunts. If you smoke blunts and you especially swishers are horrible. Hate the smell of swishers. But you walk into a room after you smoke a blunt and it's just like, oh God, what alley did you roll out of? And you don't realize it until you stop and then you get perspective smelling it from other people. But luckily, this little device here doesn't smell like anything except sweet strawberries. It's weird because I can't figure out where my camera is. I look at here and I'm like, why am I looking? I look like I'm like something wrong with me, like I have a chromosome missing. Well, I smoke cigarettes. Well, I feel you, bro. Nicotine is one of the most addictive things ever. They say it's like heroin, and I can't stop. This is in my hand all the time. Look, and it matches. Who matches with their addiction? I didn't even try. Yeah, I started smoking. I used to smoke cigarettes when I was a kid. I'd steal them from my parents, and then I'd smoke them. But yeah, the longer you smoke, the harder it gets to stop. Switch over to these things, man. Do you know Panic at the Disco? Do I know them? Do I talk to them at home? No, I don't. But I've heard of them. Of course, I know Panic at the Disco. What's your opinion about teens vaping in school bathrooms? I'm open to any answer. I don't know. I think that these have made it more accessible and easier to hide. Like back in the day before vapes, if a kid was smoking in the bathroom, you'd smell it and be like, all right, which one of you is smoking in here? And then they get busted. But with these, it's like you could smoke this on an airplane, hold it in, nobody knows. So it's easier to conceal so the kids can't get busted. But, kids are going to do what they're going to do. That's what I say. Kids are always going to do, and they got to learn themselves, not because someone told them. But I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. I can tell you. Appreciate the love, Ernie. Ernie Bill. I actually just got some strings for my guitar, and they're called Ernie Ball. They're Ernie Ball strings. And you're just an A away. You're Ernie Bill, and those are Ernie Balls. Not Ernie's Balls, but Ernie Ball. That's I guess a guy who makes strings. Devil caller. Calling the devil. Did you call me? I'm just kidding. My number one favorite is Chivalry is Dead. Oh, I appreciate it. Gee whiz, who knew? Anyways, I wasn't planning on being here on here too long. I've already been on here for a half an hour. Oh, why am I alone tonight? That was one-handed over there. Awkward one hand. Playing up and down like that. What do you know? Um, but yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Cause I'm like antsy and I gotta figure something out. Cause it's Friday night. It's too late to do anything. And I'm like, oh man, I have too much energy. Too much. And I think someone just texted me, so I want to see what they're talking about. Happy birthday, Samantha. Before I go, I will do you this one solid favor for your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Samantha. Samantha. Happy birthday to you. All right. Happy birthday. And take care, guys. Show me some love on my posts. Show me some love. All right. Peace out. It was also my birthday. It was my birthday, too. It's my birthday. I don't see you in your birthday suit. You could wear your birthday suit just as long as you don't put a caption under it and say, I'm free. 'Cause you're not free. You're a prisoner.